What is up, guys? I'm here at Busch Gardens, Tampa for Howl O Scream, and it is crazy here. This is the fourth Halloween theme park event I've been to this season, and this one is the best. I was here on opening weekend, but didn't really film much. I'm back to try and film it, and it is crazy here. There are people everywhere. I've never seen the park this busy. It's like a mile long of traffic to get into the parking lot, and the park is packed. And I know why, because I've been here and I looked at the reviews. This place is always rated as one of the top Halloween events in the country. And now that I've gone to 4 different ones in 3 different cities, from what I've seen, obviously I haven't been to all of them, this is definitely one of the best in the country. There's 5 actual haunted houses, there's like 7 scare zones, the whole park is done up. It's pretty freaking awesome. So let me show you around, I'll show you all the scare zones and tell you what I think, and I'll go ahead and rank the haunted houses for you. So let's go check it out. Alright, here we got the junkyard. It's technically a scare zone. It's basically a full-out haunted house. It's got a whole go enter it, walk through it. It's really cool. It counts as a scare zone. It's not even one of the 5 haunted houses. This is a good one. Definitely don't miss the junkyard. You gotta leave the main path. It's as good as haunted houses in most places. My least favorite house here, the only thing, honestly, I dislike at Howl O Scream is the residence. It's like a Christmas theme, cannibalism. I just didn't like it. I didn't think it was creative. It's kind of gory, a little scary, but I don't like the Christmas theme mixed with Halloween, and the way they did it, I didn't like it. It's probably a well-done house, but yeah, I don't recommend this one. It's the only thing at Howl O Scream I don't recommend. Everything else is fantastic. This one particular thing, the residents, especially if you're here on Halloween weekend, everything's busy, I would not stay an hour in line for this one. Everything else is worth it, not this one. I forgot one thing. I will say one positive thing on the residents is, one thing I liked in it, they had a bad Santa. He was actually kind of funny. I was like, oh, that's actually kind of funny, the bad Santa. But other than that, and I'll see if I can put a clip up. I did film him, so I'll put a clip up, and then you don't have to waste your time on going through the house to see bad Santa.
Your browser history.
Have a good one, Santa. Next scare zone's Beyond the Veil. It's kind of a woodland fairy theme, and lots of black lights and mushrooms and stuff. It's over here near where Cheetah Hunt is, over near where that big theater is, where they do the ice skating and stuff. And it's just fun. Yeah, they really just go above and beyond on setup and decorations and the lighting and the sounds and the characters. It's incredible. Sorry, tending the mushrooms. Evening. Yeah, I mean, just look at this. The lighting, the effects, so cool. Bubbles coming out of a little volcano. What are the oaks? rate the houses. For me, number 4, Deathwater Bayou. That's not a knock on it. It's still a really good house. And it actually has my favorite single feature of any house I went to this year. It's got like this bridge that, it's not long, but it's like a 20-foot long bridge. And you're walking on, you can put your hands on both sides of the handrails. It's in a giant tube that's like got all these funny lights on it, and the tube's rotating one direction. And when you're about halfway across the bridge actually tilts the opposite direction. And it's so disorienting because your mind sees the tube rolling one way, so you don't pick up visually on when the bridge starts tilting you the opposite direction. And it's just an insane effect. Like, I almost fell over. I had to grab the handlebars or the handrails, and I was leaning on them, like about to fall down. So had that going for it. Really cool. It's a fun house. But got that at number 4. It's worth checking out. Definitely worth checking out. You won't be disappointed. Hey, some of the funnest parts of the Halloween setups is just the night lighting. This isn't even for Halloween, but I love these cafe lights in this walkway here. This is just so cool. So, I don't know. It just looks cool. Walking through. There's 2 good shows here during Howl O Scream. Fiends, which is in the amphitheater at the festival field, kind of in the middle of the park. Fiends, I wasn't a huge fan of it, but it's really popular. It's just really crass. It's almost like a burlesque show with really crass humor. I sat through some of it and I just got frustrated with it. So if you like really crass, kind of almost burlesque show with crude humor, might be your thing. It's super popular. A lot of people go to it and talk highly of it, but that one wasn't my speed. So take it for what it's worth. But I got 2 shows every night during Howl O Scream. Okay, my 3rd favorite haunted house here is Witch of the Woods. I don't know if you can see it. It's back there. It's outdoor. You go through the garden area and then go back in the woods, and it's just a witch theme, like a witch. I mean, this name says it all. It's a witch theme in the woods. Yeah, like demons and stuff. You walk through. Really good haunted house. I like that's outside with all the nature, the bushes, people hiding in bushes and stuff. It uses the natural, just plants out here. It's cool. It's a good one. Really like it. But the other 2 are that much better. The next scare area we're gonna walk through is over here right behind Sesame Street. Like, we walk past Sesame Street going back towards Sheikah and stuff. It's called In the Shadows. And this just highlights why Busch Gardens is such a dang good, it's a value for Halloween. There's so much here, and the scare zones are awesome. So, I mean, check this girl out. She's standing here, popping out. They got so many of these people. They're awesome. Check out this guy. This guy is awesome. Dude, that get up's awesome. I love that.
Oh my God, he moved.
He's so cool. Thanks, man. Have a good night. Excuse me. So this is kind of funny because you're right here in this really creepy scare zone. They did a really good job with it. And like literally right over here is Sesame Street. Like, this is the track for the little cars the kids drive on. My 2 kids were driving this a couple weeks ago. And right over here is one of the creepiest scare zones they have. It's awesome. The lights, the smoke, the actors. Oh, I didn't even see him. Got the silhouettes and the shadows and stuff.
Yeah, let's get stuff. Okay, thank you so much.
Hi. What's the staff for? That's cool. Yeah, this is an excellent scare area. It's a scare zone, I guess, in the shadows. They just do so much at this park. That's why this place is so good. It's the value if you're trying to go see haunted houses and Halloween stuff is incredible. This place, you can come here multiple nights and still enjoy it. It's because there's so much here. Next scare zone I'm about to walk through, I think it's new for this year. It's Raven's Mill. So right after you go up around the Arboretum, the round bird cage thing, you cross through the covered bridge and an elevated area right before you drop down by the barbecue place by Shikra. And it's Raven's Mill. And once again, there's just so much here. The decorations, this is just the edge of it. It gets way better as you walk in and walk through it. It's just so good. Yeah, the attention to detail for the Halloween events is top notch. Raven's Mill, that's I guess is the formal scare zone, but it starts really back there. The lighting, the pumpkins. I don't know why the smoke's not on tonight. I think there's smoke here last time. But anyhow, there's so much here to see, and these guys are great. Hi. Is that your bird? Very pretty. I like its feathers. Chainsaw guy in a shed. I like your shed. It's nice. I like the decorations. And what are we cooking? Oh, it's a head. Yeah, I mean, all this goes up for Halloween, and then they tear it down. Like, it takes them months to set it all up. I think they start putting this stuff out in August because there's just so much. Check out this dude in the shadows here. I walked by him and didn't even see him, but he's right there in the shadows. This guy fades into the shadow. I walked by him and didn't even see him. He's right there. So, my second favorite haunted house here is The Forgotten. I don't even hardly see it. I can't even get close to it because it's so big a crowd trying to get into it right now. It's really good. It's over here by Tigris, near Shikra, and it's a vampire theme. You go in, it's like a construction zone, it's a kind of a sewer, and then you kind of go through, and then you're up in this like really ritzy vampire mansion type deal, and go through, and really good. They got people jumping out from behind walls, and really, really well done. Highly recommend this one. If you're coming this weekend or next, it's going to be crazy busy, but yeah, The Forgotten, excellent haunted house. It's my second favorite one here at Busch Gardens, Tampa. It is really hard to rank scare zones, so I'm not even going to try. But this one is one of my favorites. It's a pirate theme. It's over here by the tiger enclosure, by Chick-fil-A. Everyone knows that. But on your way back, way to the back corner of the park. And let's just walk through it. This one is so cool, the pirates and everything. And I love this light effect, the lasers in the sky. So cool. So we'll take a minute and just walk through. I guess it's the Skeleton Crew is the name of it.
Waiting time, 3 hours.
Oh, it's an octopus. I didn't even realize that. Been here 3 times now. I didn't realize he's an octopus. Yeah, but that effect right there, that is so cool. The lasers and the lights and the trees and the smoke. Okay, I may cheat, and I've been here a couple times now, and I did film here once before. So if I end up in a different clothes for a minute, it's because I filmed this once before, but came back because I wanted to get better shots. Evening. All right, one of the best attractions in the park, Chick-fil-A. Yeah, Scare Zone's awesome. The pirates are, how can you go wrong with pirates? So a bit of a side note, this is my third or fourth time to Howl O Scream here at Busch Gardens this season. It is that much fun. So this is 1 week before Halloween, and the park is crazy. It is packed. It's literally the busiest I've ever seen a park. I've never seen a half-mile line of traffic down the road to get in the parking lot. The parking lot was full. I parked way back in the surplus parking that I've never even seen used. But regardless, they have the lights turned up way more. So that could be good or could be bad, but you see over here the pirate area, it's pretty bright. The earlier weekends, it wasn't nearly as busy and the lights were turned down much lower. So different effect, take it or leave it, but just put it out there if you want to see it in the dark and it gives the scarers a better opportunity to actually scare you. Get here earlier in the season and it's not bad. It's still excellent product, but earlier in the season, I think it was a little more fun, especially the pirate area because they've had to turn the lights up, probably just for safety with so many people here. Got Kumba running in the background. But yeah, this is great, but I did like the pirate area a little more when it's darker. I'll see if I can put in some clips from when I was here earlier, but I had to come back to reshoot tonight.
Where you going, Ray? Where you going? It's in the mist.
After 10 o'clock. It's the latest I've ever seen a Chick-fil-A open. This is a really fun scare zone that I'm coming up to. It's Crash Test Dummies. It's a clown theme, carnival theme. It's all the way back in the corner by Kumba, Congo River, right before you go down into like the Moroccan area. But yeah, check out this place. You got the Volkswagen, and this tent here is like their main performance area. There's usually loitering right around that. Oh. I love the stilts. I can't. Yeah, this thing's like on a timer. They'll hit a button, and then when no one's around, like 30 seconds later, the horns honk and the lights flash and all. So, yeah, it's fun. Just another example of them going all out for Halloween, and it's impressive what they can do here. So one of the other shows they have here is the Rolling Bones. They're in the Dragonfire Grill over in the Moroccan market area, and it's really good. They're like They're like an old rock cover band. They play a bunch of old rock songs, and it's a cover band, but they're really fun, really cool to watch. I sat down and actually watched their whole show, and it is really enjoyable. So if you want something a little slower, easier pace, grab a drink, grab something to eat, and sit down and watch them. I think they do 2 shows a night. Double check the times. Yeah, they're here in the Dragonfire Grill. They're fun. Next scare zone, as I'm making my way around the park, is by the Animal Care Center. Normally the elephants are right here, and they're out there somewhere. I just can't see them right now. But it's the shortcut, and it's like a cemetery, burned out church theme. It's a good one. Actually, kind of more traditional Halloween, scary. It's a good one.
Pray to thee, our God, this day. Blessings we provide. From ashes to ashes, dust to dust. But keep this woman, O King of Kings, beneath thy almighty wings. O God, the Spirit of all joys, and cause of our place. Glory of our purpose,
Next scare area is after you leave the shortcut and you're going towards kind of the front of the park, or you're coming from the front of the park towards the back. I don't know. It's near the Animal Care Center. It's voodoo, an old voodoo theme. Got a whole little village set up. Lots of scare actors, really interactive. Really well done. And once again, I think it's because they're so busy, the lights are turned up a whole lot more. If you come earlier in the season when it's just not as busy, they have the lights dimmed a lot more. It gives the scare actors a lot more opportunity to jump out and catch you off guard. But if you're trying to film, lights are kind of advantageous. Emily here. Evening. I like your dress.
Voodoo will get you.
Yeah, it's just a really fun scare zone. It's right past the Penguins, but it's just a Nairobi train station. By one of the train stations. So over here by the Moroccan Palace Theater is actually a really neat scare zone because it's so understated that most people don't realize they're walking into a scare zone. We got these people hiding in the bushes in ghillie suits that jump out, and watch right here. That was perfect. And there's several of them. There's hiding in the bushes, like basically in plain sight. And depending on the lighting on the night you come, sometimes they hide on the steps. First night I came on opening weekend, they're actually on the steps here, and you couldn't even see them because the lights were turned down. I walked right by them. They startled me because I had no idea I was even in a scare zone. They also sometimes hide behind this sign here. So no trip to the theme park would be complete without a trip through the gift shop. You got all the standard Busch Gardens, Sesame Street wares, you know, come over and you got the normal stuff. And then they got all the Halloween stuff as well, which is up here by the front of the gift shop. Put it where you see it as you walk by. They got their little Howl O Scream t-shirts, mugs, glasses, bottles, whatever. There are two things that are really cool and worth mentioning, and that is the light up skull. It's a skull. Let me find one, I'll show you. They're the interactive light up skulls. So these things are actually really cool. You wear them like a lanyard. I can't pick it up. Oh yeah, I can. You wear it like a lanyard, and as you go around the park, the lights change colors, and it's got like a mini smoke machine in it, and it'll sometimes put out steam, and it interacts based on where you are in the park. And the other thing is the No Boo necklace. If you wear the No Boo necklace when you're walking around, all the scare actors are supposed to not jump out at you and see you. If you just want to see it and not get scared, get a No Boo necklace. But take a quick stroll through the store here. You see all the random wares they got. Yeah, so pretty much anything you think of, Halloween theme, Busch Gardens theme, they got it. And coolest thing is definitely the No Boo necklace and the interactive skulls. The best haunted house here at the best Halloween event, I think, in the country is Stranglewood Estate. I'm over here crossing the Serengeti Overlook. Cheetah Hunt's right there, Cobra's Curse is right there, entrance is right here. This is such a good one because it's, well, first off, it's a haunted house. I mean, I know not everything can be a haunted house theme, but it's like you walk in, it's like an old mansion, kind of a traditional haunted house theme, and they just knock it out of the park. Like everything about it, where the ghosts are hiding, and you walk through different sections of the house, but it's a consistent theme. It has a theme, goes consistently through it, and you're walking through the house, and it is so well done. Like, literally, my favorite haunted house I've ever been to, best haunted house at the best Halloween event. If you're looking for a place to go for Halloween and just do one thing, Stranglewood Estates at Busch Garden. The whole place is awesome, but this one, they just knock it out of the park. Highly recommend. Can't recommend this particular house enough. And the whole event is fantastic. So the value for coming here is so amazing. Well, that's going to do it for me, but yeah, I just want to reiterate. Busch Gardens, Howl O Scream, Tampa, you are not going to find a better Halloween event. And the value, like, I don't think tickets are $45, $50. But to get 5 houses, all the scare zones, the whole park, plus it's Busch Gardens. The rides are running, the restaurants are open. Not all of them, but most the rides, and I think about half the restaurants are open. So it's a trip to Busch Gardens. I highly recommend it. It's going to be busy if you come out the last couple of weekends before Halloween, but they do it great. Well done, Busch Gardens. Till next time, see you around.